Hello students, I hope you all are doing very well. In our today's session, we will study a very small topic, that is electric field line. This is in the first unit of standard 12 volume 1 section 134. Okay, before I start my today's lesson, please subscribe my channel Pratik Singh Classes. Do like and share and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload any new video, you will get the notification. Okay, so let us start our today's session. Okay, so let us start our today's section. It is electric field lines. In our previous video lecture, we have seen about electric fields and we have seen how to visualize that. Okay, if you have missed that section, please go to my previous video and you can see all the concepts from there, because that concept is needed here to understand this topic. Okay, so let us start. Electric field vectors. Okay, see here, it is given here vector. That means electric field is a vector quantity. We already have seen. Okay, that means electric field has magnitude as well as direction. Are visualized by the concept of electric field lines. That means we can understand electric field very well if we can know very well what are electric field lines. They form a set of continuous lines which are the visual representation of electric field in some region of a space. Okay, means there will be some charged particles, and from that charged particles there will be some visual electric field lines coming out or going in that. Okay, in some region of a space. Okay, while we visualize about electric field lines, we have to consider the following rules. Rule number 1: the electric field lines start from a positive charge and end at a negative charge or at infinity. Okay, so see, if suppose we have a charge particle, whether positive or whether negative, in that situation electric field lines will go away from the charge particle up to infinity or come from infinity towards the charge particle. Okay, in which situation it goes away and in which situation it comes towards the particle, we will see here. Okay, coming to next page. For a positive point charge, the electric field lines radially comes outward, and for a negative point charge, the electric field lines point radially inward. Okay, what does that mean? If suppose we have positive charge, okay, like this, here we have positive charge Q. In that situation, the electric field lines are starting from the charge and going in outward direction. In case of negative charge, in figure 1.11, as you see from this figure, okay, here is a negative charge at the center, that is minus Q, and you can see here that electric field lines are coming inward to the charge from infinity. Okay, so we can say that from a positive charge, electric field lines goes in outward direction, and for a negative charge, electric field lines comes inward towards the charge. Okay, so this will help you to visualize what is the electric field line for positive charge and for negative charge. Okay, note that for an isolated positive point charge, the electric field line starts from the charge and ends only at infinity. That means if suppose we have a single isolated positive charge, in that situation the electric field lines will start from the charge itself and go up to infinity. Okay, means it cannot be stopped anywhere in between the origin to infinity. For an isolated negative point charge, the electric field lines start at infinity and end at the negative charge. Means if suppose we have a negative charge, in that situation electric field lines starts coming from infinity towards the charge. Okay, we don't know from where does it start. It is always infinity, and infinity means the things which are beyond our thinking. The electric field vector at a point in a space is tangential to the electric field line at that point, as shown in figure 1.22. Okay, see, we have seen that earlier from positive charge electric field lines comes outward, and to negative point charge electric field lines goes inward. That is why here the electric field lines are coming outward from positive charge and going inward to the negative charge. take any point on this line and draw a tangent at that point. Okay, that will be the direction of electric field. Okay, I hope you understood it very well. Alright, the electric field lines are denser or more closer in the region where the electric field has larger magnitude and less denser in the region where the electric field is of a smaller magnitude. In other words, the number of lines passing through a given surface area perpendicular to the line is perpendicular to the magnitude of the electric field in that region, as shown in the figure below. As we have already seen that electric field is very higher near the charge, and as we go away from the charge, the electric field starts decreasing. So you can visualize the same thing from here. See, at the center you have a charge here. It may be a positive charge or a negative charge. Okay, so see, it may be a positive charge. Okay, because here the electric field lines are going outward, it shows that at the center there is a positive charge. Okay, you can see there, here two regions are taken, region A and region B, both of same area. You can see that the number of electric field lines passing through region A is more than that of region B. That means as we go near to the electric charge, the electric field lines will become very denser, and as we go away from the charge, the electric field lines will decrease from the given region. It shows that electric field near the charge it is stronger, and as we go away it decreases. Okay, so you can visualize from this figure that electric field lines from a positive point charge. Okay, at the center we have positive point charge. The magnitude of electric field for a point charge decreases as we go away from the charge, as given here with this region A and region B. Region B is at more distance than region A, and that is why the number of electric field lines passing through region A is more than respect to region B. So we can say that electric field is inversely proportional to the square of the distance from the given point charge. That means if suppose we have a point charge here, and as we move away from the point charge, suppose this is a positive point charge, okay, the electric field will decrease. Okay, that is inversely proportional to the square of distance starting from the point charge to a certain point in the space. So the electric field has greater magnitude at the surface A and surface B, as we have seen in the previous figure. Therefore, the number of lines crossing through surface A is always more than that of surface B. Okay, note that at surface B the electric field lines are farther apart compared to electric field lines at the surface A. Okay, what does that mean? It means that from the surface A, if you see it clearly, the gap between the electric field lines are smaller than that of surface B. Okay, and it shows the magnitude of the electric field is decreasing as we go away from the surface of the charge. Okay, coming to our next point. Okay, this point is too much important for you, and based on this point there is a 3-mark question given to the book back. Okay, that is no two electric field lines intersect each other. Why? Okay, this question is already asked in many times in public exam, so try to understand it very well. No two electric field lines intersect each other. If two lines cross at a point, then there will be two different electric field vector at the same point as shown in figure 1.14. Now see, we have one electric field, okay, line in this direction and one in this direction, and both are meeting at point P. Okay, that is given here. There will be two different electric field vector at the same point. Okay, this is the situation. Okay, as a consequence, if some charge is placed in the same intersection point, then it has to move in two different directions at same time, which is not possible. Okay, in that situation, if you might have seen that if suppose an object is there and two forces are acting on the object from two different places and at two different directions, the object will always move in the resultant direction. Okay, but in case of here, when from the same point, if two electric fields are moving, then that point P has to move at two different directions at the same time, which is impossible in physics. Hence electric field lines do not intersect each other. Then the number of electric field lines that emanate from the positive charge or aimed at negative charge is directly proportional to the magnitude of the charge. That means higher will be the amount of charge, higher will be the electric field lines, and vice versa. Okay, for example, in figure 1.15, the electric field lines are drawn for charge plus Q and minus 2Q. Note that the number of electric field lines emanating from plus Q is plus 8 and the number of field lines ending at minus 2Q is 16. Okay, so you can see from this figure that suppose we have a charge plus Q. Okay, imaginarily total number of electric field lines coming out of it is 8. Okay, but if you have a charge of minus 2Q, okay, forget about the positive or negative, just see the magnitude. One is Q and one is 2Q. So in that situation, the number of electric field lines here is 16. If it is n, it was 8. If it is 2n, it is 16. Okay, so number of electric field lines totally depends on, or number of electric field lines is directly proportional to the magnitude of the charge. All right. Okay, so this is the end of our today's session. I hope you must have learned something new today. See, whatever classes I have taken online till now, all the classes are correlated to each other. All the topics are correlated to each other. That is why if you haven't gone through my previous videos, you will not be able to understand the things which I have taught today. This is a very small video today I have taken because I am not feeling well. Fine. To the right corner of the screen, you can see I button going time by time. If you click on there, you can get the list of all my previous videos. From there you can see my videos, or at the bottom of the screen of a mobile phone or your system, you can see my channel list. Okay, if you click on that, you can get all the videos from there. Okay, all my previous videos related to whatever I have uploaded related to your electrostatics, all are given there. Okay, so keep liking and sharing my channel Pratik Singh Classes. Do subscribe it now and hit the bell icon so that whenever I will upload anything new, you will get the notification. Till then, take care of yourself. Okay, stay away from corona and please boycott Chinese products as much as possible. Okay, till then, bye bye.